Good evening, Cena streamers, and welcome to Hatchingtide 2026 in Final Fantasy XIV. As usual, this event is being held in Old Gridania over here by the Miketo Amphitheater, and we'll be kicking things off by getting some lore from our lore-giving NPC. This fine fella here, the Courteous Collector. Good morning, friend. Might you be interested in learning about the Hatchingtide festivities? A fledgling festival, Hatchingtide was born of a prophetic dream visited upon a Gridanian maiden named Jihli Aliapoh. In her dream, the 12 Archons of old appeared, those heroes who saved the realm from the destruction of the 6th Umbral Calamity. Descending from the heavens atop beautifully decorated eggs, they said to Jihli, "Arise, young dreamer, and make ready the vessels for our return." And so she did, painstakingly painting and gilding eggs to match those from her vision. Word of the prophecy spread, and Jihli attracted helpers to assist in her toils. After the calamity, the festival grew further, as townsfolk and adventurers flocked to celebrate the Archons of yore, who many believe had some hand in delivering the realm once again. Alright. And there is no one else out and about for us to speak with, so we get to cruise right on in and speak with this stylish dreamer. Now, I will preface this by saying there are a grand total of 5 ways that this initial discussion can go, but depending on your individual character's circumstances, whether or not they've done this Hatchingtide event before, any other previous years, and which specific years that character may have done, you won't get all of the options. You will only get, I think, up to 3 of them. Naya will only have 2 options. Of Weeds and Whimsy. A stylish dreamer is smiling at you. Already your day has improved. Come one, come all, for the happy season of Hatchingtide is upon us once more. And what an excellent season it is! Or, what's with the glasses, Jihli? So, Naya has done Hatchingtide events before, and she has also seen Jihli Aliapoh without her signature egg cap, which is why she has the second option. But if you haven't done the quest before, or you haven't seen Jihli without her egg cap before, you'll have some different options. Now, we're gonna see what the response is to the first one, and then we're gonna do a little magic, a little quest abandon, and see the second one. And what an excellent season it is! That's the spirit! How lovely to see you again, Naya! You remember me, yes? It's Jihli Aliapoh, come with another vision to share. This year, I dreamt of marvelous golden eggs rising from curious flora. And this is where the options converge. There's only one line of distinct dialogue difference, so let's go see that other one. And we're back. So, what's with the glasses, Jihli? Why, these adorable accessories have been exclusively prepared for this year's festivities. It is ever so good to have you with us again, Naya. Happy Hatchingtide! This year, I dreamt of marvelous golden eggs rising from curious flora. As we speak, our dreamers are hiding eggs in the Black Shroud for participants to lift from the shrubbery, thereby reenacting my dream. Successful seekers will be awarded with very stylish glasses. Stylish, yes. Although, no little time has passed since I've had word from dear Nonotta, who was organizing the operation. I cannot help but worry something has gone awry. If only I could go and find her myself, but alas, I have duties to attend to here. Of course! Naya, perhaps you would be so kind as to seek Nonotta out in my stead. Of course. Thank you. I hope she has returned to Gridania safely. It would be worth checking the Aetheryte Plaza before venturing further afield. She, too, should be wearing a pair of our thematic glasses, hers in the shape of a chicken. A chicken? Chickens do lay eggs, I suppose. Hello, Jihli. What else do you have to say?
Were her spectacles created before mine, you ask? While I am uncertain as to whether the chicken preceded the egg, Nonotta chose the former. I would check the Aetheryte closet for her before searching elsewhere.
So, a few notable things about Jihli this year is not only is she absent her egg cap, because she is wearing the actual headgear version of the glasses with the visor effect to put it up on the forehead, they changed her hairstyle. Because historically, she usually has the same cut as Flamin, the short angled bob. They also changed up her bottoms, because normally she's wearing the striped stockings, but they put her in a cash shop skirt this year. And I believe the shoes are also slightly different, but they're the same model with a different base color. We have a Nonotta to find now, which is over in the Aetheryte Plaza. And you can take the Aetheryte there, or you can just jog around this corner. We're going to take the scenic route and jog around the corner. Oh, and there we have Nonotta, accompanied by a bespectacled Ellison. Hello, sir. You appear to be anew. How delightful. Is it? He's also, yep, he is bespectacled. Are those the new glasses from the variant or the advanced? I don't use Facewear too terribly often, so I don't recognize them on sight. And if they're the new ones, then I've definitely not seen them very often. Alright, Nonotta, what's up?
My glasses. They're a prize for participating in this year's Hatchingtide festivities, but...
Marvelous! I chased a leafy beast and discovered a most fortuitous chicken. But for now I must away. I look forward to these Hatchingtide festivities, these springtime delights. Oh, okay. Well, he wasn't here long.
Oh, hello, Naya. A happy Hatchingtide to you. How can I be of service?
I'm coming over to check on you for Jihli.
Jihli sent you? I suppose I have been gone for a while, but I've been having trouble hiding our eggs in the arena. As I was working, these tall, thick grasses suddenly sprung forth. I tried to trim them back, but not even my best garden scythe could make the smallest impression. At best, I managed to snip a couple of leaves. Now, I cannot help but worry that our arena is carpeted not by typical brambles, but a variety of leafkin. We can hardly send our egg hunters into a nest of monsters. Oh, what to do?
I'm pretty good at killing monsters.
You would help? A godsend, truly. Then let us start by gathering information about this peculiar plant, though I know adventurers generally prefer to slay monsters first and ask questions later. I shall head for the Botanists' Guild. In the meantime, if you could ask around the Carline Canopy regarding this strange specimen, I would greatly appreciate it.
Can do.
Here, take one of the leaves I managed to salvage. Let us reconvene at the Aetheryte Plaza once we have gathered what information we can.
On it, my chicken-spectacled friend, to the Carline Canopy. Although, I wonder if you can actually see her at the Botanist Guild. Let's find out real quick. The answer is no. Nonotta is not at the Botanist Guild for you to talk to. Onward! So we have 3 people to talk to in here. Hello, Leave Meat Assistant. Greetings, adventurer. Have you come seeking a contract? Information, actually. Have you ever seen a leafkin with foliage like this? This leaf. I dare say it comes from some variety of flytrap. We often receive petitions regarding roselets, but I don't believe I've seen leafkin of this particular shade of green. Curious. Just as typical plant life flourishes during this season, so too do leafkin. I would not be surprised if some aberrant strain had developed in the process. If you require assistance in culling it, do not hesitate to ask. Alright, anything else? That leaf may belong to a mutation. If it gives you any trouble, we can help. Appreciated, thank you. A soft-spoken server. Have you any experience with this type of a leaf? Oh boy, the lighting here does not treat you well, huh? Welcome to the Corline Canopy. If there is any way I might be of service, you need only ask. Are you familiar with this plant? While I am well versed in the leaves steeped for myriad teas, my knowledge can offer no insight on this particular specimen. My apologies. However, we did have a guest come in search of strange leafkin just moments ago. An elegant gentleman wearing shaded spectacles. Ah, I saw him. He introduced himself as an alchemist, specializing in the study of wild beasts. While he did seem somewhat eccentric, perhaps an expert of his standing might offer the assistance you require. I believe he said he was bound for Old Gridania, should you desire to seek him out. Wonderful information, thank you. The alchemist seeking curious leafkin said he had business in Old Gridania. You may still be able to catch him. And catch him we shall, I'm sure. And a breezy adventurer. Hello, sir. Hey there, beautiful. You looking to hire? I'm good with a lance. I'm looking for information on this leaf, actually. Oh, I recognize this. A whole swarm of this leafkin was crowding a little corner of the Black Shroud just the other day. Never seen anything quite like it, so I tried giving it a poke. But would you believe it? The leaves and flowers just kept growing back, easy as you please. Eventually I just gave up. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's feeling impotent. Impotent, huh? What's worse, the damned leafkin didn't so much as give me a proper fight. Just sprang back all the thicker, like the elementals were sneering at me. Gods, but I'm lonely. Alright, friend. Good luck with finding companionship, I suppose, and not getting humbled by plants. And we meet back up at the Aetheryte Plaza with Nonotta. Hello, my little friend.
You're back! Perfect timing! According to the folks at the Botanists Guild, the leaf belongs to a type of highly durable leafkin. So durable, in fact, that the pieces you and I possess are, apparently, still very much alive. What did you discover?
Yes, other people have run into it. It's not made for tea, and the alchemist fella that you saw before is, maybe worth pursuing. He's in Old Gridania somewhere.
So others have been similarly unsuccessful in cutting them back? In which case, developing an alternative strategy does seem in order. The alchemist you mentioned seems like a good lead, don't you think? An Elizan with shaded spectacles. Perhaps that was the fellow with whom I was speaking earlier. He did say something about chasing a leafy beast after all. Let's head over and see if we can't find him.
Sounds like a plan. Where do we go this time? Oh, all the way to Aliapoh Falls. Yucky. It's a jog no matter what. Little chocobo running for his little life. Ah, there's Nonotta, and there's our bespectacled Elizan.
Here he is, the gentleman who asked about my glasses.
Right then, sir. Oh, the fortuitous chicken has found me again, along with a lady of adventure. Right, yeah. Can you help us with this Leafkin situation? Yes, that sounds like me, ravenous for Leafkin large and small, the wayfaring alchemist Herberin at your service. Okay, Herberin, what can you tell us about this plant? What? Why, this is the very leaf I have been pursuing for moons upon moons! Moons upon moons upon moons upon moons! That is to say, if you are seeking assistance in combating this menace, I would be happy to help. Well, that's good to hear.
We would be much obliged. As an alchemist, would you say that some sort of concoction might be effective against this creature?
Oh, doubt you not the efficacy of my concoctions, little chicken. With this aberrant leaf in his possession, Herberin the Great can finally realize his purpose for traveling to the Twelveswood, can finally seize his quarry by the stalk and wrestle it into submission. Yeah? You good? But my enthusiasm overcomes me. You see, as I was poring over Leafkin of this very persuasion, my eyeballs were subjected to quite a piece of mischief. Since then they burn like all seven hells if exposed to sunlight, wind, or almost anything. So long as I wear these tinted lenses, I can remain upright and free of blinding pain and nausea for several bells at a time, quite long enough to brew a tincture that shall spare you both a similar fate. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have ingredients to procure from the shaded bower. He's so excitable, my guy.
What? Wait! At least allow me to foot the bill.
Alright, off to the shaded bower next, I suppose? Another jog unhelped by the Ethernet.
Are we there yet? Are we there yet? We're there!
Alright, let's check in with Nonotta first.
By the time I caught up with him, he had already finished his shopping.
Just the bare sight of that leaf has imbued me with untold mercantile stamina. Like lightning flashed my gill, and like a mountain grew my spoils. Bro, did you just go bankrupt? Now then, I must gather my thoughts. The Leafkin in question is a troublesome strain of flytrap possessed of vitality so great that it sprouts forth with abundance from the very spot it has been shorn. Therefore, by thwarting its regenerative properties, we may cut this terror down to size not only in the metaphorical sense, but the literal. Yes? You two have living pieces of its tender floral flesh. Combined with my chosen ingredients, they should yield a distillation that will forestall the creature's recovery. The effects will be temporary, but a skilled hand needs only a few moments. No. Soak your scythe in Herberin's bane and mow with all your might.
What wonderful news! Can you imagine if the creatures were only susceptible to fire? An egg hunt through a field of ash is hardly what Jihli dreamed of.
Fire, heaven forfend, my dear chicken. The act of snipping in itself is transcendent communication, or so they say. To inhale the life breath of the forest, to welcome within one's heart the bounties of the land, to occasionally have one's eyes squirted with burning venom. These are the experiences we live for. Maybe skip the venom part? Not to mention all the free samples of plant life to be gained along the way. Were I not liable to keel over at any moment, I would like nothing better than to slice the shrubbery by your side. However, I have every confidence that a brave adventurer such as yourself will succeed where I have failed. Okay, we can do that for you, sure. Now, let us commence. Make me the happiest man in the realm, and bestow upon me your leaves. Leaf for you. Just as oil dissolves oil, the extracts from this leaf shall counteract their own regenerative properties. Whereby this should be brought thusly, and that should be... Yes! From all angles may this scythe strike true! Incredible. Oh, buddy. Now is not nap time. I offer up my masterpiece, my soul, my well-lubricated garden scythe. In your hands, may it hack away our hardships. Okay, so these first two don't have any special response, but the third one does. And for that reason, even though this is not what Naya would choose, we're gonna go with
exterminate.
But Naya would have said, you can leave the rest to me. The other option is prepare to meet the Reaper. But just to see what this little special bonus line is. Exterminate.
But let's not get too carried away, shall we? Think of the children.
So, barring that little facial expression and a outburst there from Nonotta, the other two will prompt you right into this one.
Now that our garden scythe is equipped to cut back the fly traps, we are one step closer to reclaiming our arena. Rest assured, your efforts will be rewarded with exclusive Hatchingtide gifts. But, do take care to avoid any squirting venom.
Yeah, will do. Herberin the Upright would like to join this sortie to observe the effects of his alchemical miracle, insofar as they can be observed with scalded eyeballs.
Of course! Let us watch Naya's work from a safe distance. Our arena is a fair walk from here, so I will have the Dreamers arrange for a chocobo carriage. Come and find me when you are ready to depart.
A chocobo carriage, eh? This man is so dramatic. Herberin the Thespian, more like. Alright, we're going back to speak with Nonotta once more at the amphitheater. We get to use the Ethernet. It gets to be useful. Hooray! Oh, another detail I just realized with Nonotta there. That cutscene kind of showed off a new bracelet she was wearing. Jihli also has been stripped of her iconic egg ring. She doesn't get her egg ring this year, which is a tragedy. And similarly, Nonotta is also swapped into a cash shop skirt instead of the usual striped mini skirt combo, which I believe the vendor NPC will have once we progress a little more. Oh, we have an egg usher wearing some botanist gear. And what are your glasses? Ah, you've got the egg glasses as well. Now these are the Facewear version because she's using the Catellia actual headgear piece. With Nonotta's blessing, we shall bear you to the arena on a moment's notice. Good to know. And if I'm not mistaken, this particular glamour, or it is glamour gear actually, this is a costume set that's only available through Ishgard Restoration. Because the normal script gear cannot be dyed, and is not this color. Herberin. Oh, I cannot wait to see those beautiful fronds fall like rain beneath your blade. Okay, if you say so. What's next, Nonotta?
Ready to clear our arena of troublesome sprigs and stalks? Just say the word, and an egg usher shall whisk us away.
Another seasonal event. We love to see it. You can now participate in sprig cleaning. Wield a special garden scythe to slay troublesome traps and retrieve Archon eggs. All classes and jobs are eligible to participate in sprig cleaning. Speak with the egg ushers in Miketo's amphitheater or the acorn orchard to travel to the arena. Oh, okay. So that's available. Let's talk to everybody first. Nothing new from Herberin.
When you're ready, just speak with an egg usher.
Okay, let's check in with Jihli real quick. Just in case. Anything new?
Thank goodness Nonotta is hale and whole. Here I was fearing some monstrous eggy accident. Thank you for your assistance.
Of course, we're still working on another problem, of course, but apparently we haven't filled you in on that. Well, I suppose it's time to be ushered. When you are ready, I shall escort you to the egg arena. If I may provide any further assistance, do not hesitate to let me know. In order to continue this quest, you must first clear 4 stages of sprig cleaning. You may learn more about sprig cleaning by speaking with the egg usher. Sure, let's do that. By participating in sprig cleaning, you will use special actions to help clear away pests that are impending Hatchingtide festivities. The basic rules. Sprig cleaning is a solo duty with a 3-minute time limit. Use special actions to trim back the menacing weeds you encounter and aim for the highest score possible. Rewards. Players will receive special brilliant eggs proportionate to their score. These rewards can be exchanged for gear and items by speaking with the Dreamer in Miketo's amphitheater. It is not yet available. You have to finish the quest first. You get special actions. 3 unique actions are available to you during sprig cleaning. Pruning Pirouette, a circular area of effect attack. Roaring Escapade, an attack that moves you swiftly forward, slicing down foes in your path. And the Spriganator, a large circular area of effect attack that can only be executed upon attaining sufficient cleaning spirit, displayed in an instant-specific gauge. Scores. You may increase your score in the following ways. Trimming troublesome traps. You will earn points for each pesky leafkin that you cut down to size. Reclaiming Archon eggs. Hidden amongst the troublesome traps are Archon eggs meant for egg hunt participants. Collecting gold, silver, and bronze Archon eggs will earn you a different number of points for each type. Your current score and high score will be displayed in the duty list. Oh, neat. And unusual leafkin. You may encounter transcendental traps during sprig cleaning. Trimming these leafkin will randomly apply one of the following benefits. A significant increase to your cleaning gauge. Status effect Enhanced Egg Acuity, which improves your chances of discovering Archon eggs. Or status effect Golden Eye, ensures that all Archon eggs discovered are gold. Okay. With that all covered, let us participate in sprig cleaning. Now you may notice I do already have a high score, and I do also already have a hoard of brilliant eggs to trade. That's because I did some of this already, and by the power of abandoning a quest, I'm able to record it fresh. We love quest abandon shenanigans.
There they are, those troublesome traps crowding our arena. Use the garden scythe Herberin prepared for us and start hacking away.
You have dominated our foes. Sally forth, my friend. Oh ho, what resplendent beauty do I spy amongst the weeds? Bring me its flesh. Bring it to me! Oh, that was not the one I meant to hit. That's alright. This is a tutorial version where you can't really get a good score anyway. What connection? What spirit? Those marvelous creatures clearly inspire your greater talents. Anything? No? Okay, just cheering. The shrubbery has been defeated. Onwards.
This is the last area we need trimmed. I know it's a lot to ask, but I have every faith in you.
Well, luckily, we have that charged up. How convenient.
Beep boop.
So yes, a paltry 805 points for the tutorial run, which awards you 9 eggs. You get 1 egg per 100 points, and if you go over into the next 100, you get 1 egg for that next 100 that you're working towards. Hence, 805 would round up to 900, and we get 9 eggs. And that appears to apply all the way through when you're actually doing the duty properly after the tutorial. Which I'm not going to be doing in this recording. Or I suppose we could do 1. Let's check in with Herberin. What glory! In my mind's eye, I can still see the arc of your scythe, the crisp shredding of the leaves. Okay. Let's go one more time, just to compare the tutorial versus actual gameplay. So in this one, time matters a lot more, hitting the right skills matters a lot more. And you don't have any NPCs being cheerleaders for you, which is a bit of a bummer, but can't be too mad. Am I not going to get any aberrants? Ah, there's one. You always want to get those first, because whatever the buff is will apply to everything else you get on that floor. Oh, I was going to say if I missed that I was going to be so mad. Oh, missed that one instead. Upsetting. And again? Sheesh. 2 minutes remain. And we have enough to sprigonate. Ooh, we want this though. That is... heaven forbid you hit the wrong button. It's very frustrating. Loses you time. Nothing? Nothing? Okay. We'll take both of those. Lovely. Oh, and we can just... whoop. Very nice. Another special one. Don't mind if I do. And I can just clear this floor. Yahoo! Bonus, please. Oh, bad angle. Oh, it worked. Let's go. Is that gonna hit the other one? Yay! Oh, no baddies? Dang. Oh, we got 30 seconds remain. Ooh, 2 goodies. Alright, now the trick here is if you want to do the big button, it doesn't actually reach from corner to corner. So you gotta take some of them out first if you want to actually clear the whole floor. Another! 10 seconds. Oh dear. Also, if you do something... Dang. I wasn't far enough forward. In the last 2 seconds or so, you get animation locked out of them actually going off, which is a bummer. And that was only 3,400 for a grand total of 35 eggies. So getting a high score in this is highly luck dependent on whether or not you get those aberrant fly traps and how quickly and efficiently you use your skills. But at like 35 each, you could do it 8 to 10 times and have more than enough currency to get all of the rewards. So let's progress.
Magnificent work! Thanks to you, our Hatchingtide participants may search for eggs in safety and comfort.
Indeed, my alchemical solution exceeded even my own expectations. You have delivered me a vision, a dream! Not to mention sprigs of a most troublesome trap. How I shall probe, how I shall stare, all without risk to what remains of my vision. Woohoo! Okay, have a good time, Herberin.
Well, I'm glad he seems pleased with the results. Go ahead and tell Jihli that our egg hunt may proceed as scheduled.
I will.
I'm sure Jihli will be thrilled to hear that our egg arena is operational.
Nonotta similarly doesn't have the egg ring. I believe that she usually would wear it as well. They took the eggs off of our darlings this year for glasses and better fashion. What a little adventure we had.
Yeah, we had some new leafkin that ruined the arena, but it's fixed now.
Yeah, there was a really interesting alchemist who helped out.
Our arena was filled with leafkin. No wonder preparations were taking longer than expected. I am glad to hear the issue has been resolved and that everyone emerged unscathed. Not only did Naya clean up those sprigs and sprouts, she also managed to retrieve what eggs were lost to the foliage. We should be ready to hide the eggs anew and begin the festivities. I would like to thank the alchemist who was so crucial to the operation. Do you think Master Herberin is still in Gridania?
Absolutely. There's no way he left. He was way too excited about plants. Eureka! There he is.
The man himself. You sound, cheerful.
Fair chicken cheerful does not describe the half of my mood, for Herberin the Peerless has made a discovery for the ages. Yeah? You gonna tell us what it is? From the leafkin samples you provided me, I was able to concoct a regenerative ointment for my poor blistered eyeballs. I am cured! Oh, lovely. My habit of sticking my face too close to my object of study has, at long last, served me well, for where once venom splashed, so too did an antidote. Can you imagine how else we might manipulate the properties of these fantastic creatures? We could develop cures upon cures, devise agents upon agents. We are witness to a golden age of alchemy, rising resplendent from fields of fell leafkin.
Goodness, this must be what the eggs in my dream represented, the bright hopes for the future that this discovery pretends.
Sure. So it was you, my oval comrades, who spoke of destiny. Had I but listened. Alas, Herberin has been a fool. What, did you also have a dream? What, no longer? I shall hereby heed the wisdom of Egg and continue my work with full faculties. All thanks to you.
You seem to possess a great appreciation for the spirit of Hatchingtide, and also a pair of our promotional glasses.
Oh, These I wear not for protection against the elements, but as a reminder of the catalyst that changed my fate forevermore.
It does me proud to see how Hatchingtide brings joy to one and all, and our celebrations have but scarcely begun. Naya, please accept these glasses as a token of our appreciation. You have more than earned them.
Glasses for me?
Our dreamers will continue patrols of the arena, but we may well need some further trimming. Your assistance would be much appreciated, and rewarded with special Hatchingtide gifts.
Ah, she does start doing the harvest dance too, that's cute! So that's one of the dance emotes you can get free from a side quest, and that one is specifically from Gridania. So, of Weeds and Whimsy, we get the Party Eggy eyeglasses and the Facewear version as quest rewards. You can participate in sprig cleaning as many times as you wish by speaking with the egg ushers in Miketo's amphitheater or the Acorn Orchard. Race against the clock as you slash your way through endless stages of shrubbery and aim for the highest score possible. You may earn special brilliant eggs by completing sprig cleaning. Special brilliant eggs may be traded to the Dreamer in Miketo's amphitheater for gear and items. And if you hadn't previously, that is also where you would unlock a new minigame called Spriggy's Egg Adventure, I believe? Let me double check. Oh, Egg Hunter Riggy, that's the one. Which is from a previous Hatchingtide, and it is wonderful that they are making them available in, current events for players who maybe weren't around back then, which is a minigame you can access through the toy box in any in-room, or placed in personal estates, FC houses, and so forth, which is pretty cool. So, the golden eggs in my dream represented a golden age of alchemy. We could never have made Hatchingtide possible without you, Naya. Thank you so much. I've never seen a trimming quite so thorough or stylish. You really showed us the true spirit of an adventurer. Thank you, Nonotta. Do we have... Oh, we have some more Dawntrail NPCs here today. Is Herberin away? Ah, there he is. Herberin. We'll start with him. Have you met these fine fellows, Masters Pawlin and Hamlyn? One a lover of chickens, one a worshipper of tonberries, both spirits kindred in their devotion. Speaking of passion, how does the arena fare? Fancy another trim, another slice, another delightful delivery of luscious leafkin? He just wants more samples, I think. But Hamlyn and Pawlin here are from previous Hatchingtide events.
Good evening, my lady. I believe you are to thank for the reading that has allowed this humble enthusiast to collect his eggs in peace and safety. The prizes I found to be acceptable. However, I eagerly await the advent of Tonberry spectacles. The realm may not yet be prepared for their splendor, but in time all shall come to realize the glory that is Tonberry.
Okay, Hamlin. How about Pawlin?
They say you were the one who recovered our precious eggs. It would have been a dark Hatchingtide indeed had those vile leafkin destroyed the work of so many charming chickens. Speaking of which, I'm ecstatic that my delightful darlings were replicated in these spectacles. I'm sporting a pair myself, beneath my festive guise.
I believe you. Totally. I actually don't believe you, because I think in that helmet the glasses would stick out. So I think you're lying, Pawlin. Anyway, let's see who else is out. We've got Yaana and Honeybee Lovely. These are Dawntrail characters from the Arcadian raids. Let's see, we've got Yaana wearing some egg-shaped ones with a star in one side and a flower print on the other. We have Honeybee with some blooming glasses. They've got flowers all over them. What's Yaana say? I had hoped I might run into you. Surprised to see me here? After watching you revolutionize the Arcadian, I wanted to broaden my own horizons, see things I've never seen, try things I've never tried, and it turns out a rough and tumble egg hunt is great fun. Anyway, stop by the gym next time you're in Alexandria. We're always happy to have you. Okay. How about you, Honeybee?
Well, if this festival isn't the most darling little event I've ever seen. I would have brought my broadcasting equipment had I known. I'll just have to incorporate some of these adorable accessories to my stage costume instead.
That's cute. She's wearing such a, punk outfit considering her normal sweet attire. But she's also kind of matching Yaana, which is adorable. They've got the same shirt, just dyed differently. Also Cash Shop, by the way. Some of the other bits are from PvP, but they are certainly putting a lot of NPCs in Cash Shop glams these days. Some more of our Solution 9 buddies. We've got Eutrope. Oh, she's wearing a gold saucer shirt and some crafted pants. Those are the neon pants. Never did I imagine I would journey beyond the dome. So many opportunities I owe to you. The opportunity to relax with my sisters, to collect eggs and exchange them for whimsical little prizes. Opportunities that I will treasure for the rest of my days. And she's wearing the Spriggan glasses. The proper headgear ones, otherwise they would be on her face and not on her forehead. We've got Neyuni, who's really, really cute here in Tonberry culottes and the Felicitous shirt. This girl's been to Island Sanctuary, apparently.
There's so much green here. This place is a world apart from Solution 9. The egg hunt was fun, too. At least until my sisters laid claim to the same egg. I thought it might come to blows, so I said that I wanted it, and they both backed down.
You're smart. You're so smart. Alright, who else do we have here? We got the Alexandrian girlies. We spoke to these two again. We checked our past event besties. You're a player character, right? Okay. Oh! A goddamn obstruction to my vision. They're part of the festival, Silvairre. Relax. So these two are from the Archers Guild. This is our Guildmaster. And one of his... and they're wearing matching glasses. They're the other egg one. And they happen to be in rather Gridania-inspired colors. So that's cute. Those could be Facewear or proper item, depending. We'll find out soon enough. Let's peek outside. Oh! That's not a character. Okay. Hi, Godbert. What a spectacle these spectacles make! Ho ho! Which ones are you wearing? The chicken, and you made it gold, because of course you did. Once again, those are the actual headgear, because it's using the visor option to put it on the forehead. Who else? Who else? Rabbit of Reason? Chicken of Resolve? I dare say these are more Dawntrail characters, but in costume. Oh, okay.
Oh, it's good to see you, Naya. Finding many eggs. The Elder Seeds here recommended we participate in this festivity since we are visiting as envoys, and I'm glad we did. Kona and Golulja are going to love these cute little eggs. I won't leave till I've collected as many as I can.
So that's our girl, Lamat. And then our Rabbit of Reason should be none other than Sphene.
Naya, what a delight to be speaking with you in Eorzea. My hope is that our nations may forge a deep and lasting friendship, so I am glad to have the opportunity to visit. Gridania is beautiful, and everyone here is so kind. In fact, I was gifted this outfit by a lady named Jihli. I have half a mind to surprise everyone back home by returning in this guise.
That would be funny. Also, I'm shocked that people are kind to you, considering Gridania. But then again, you are a here woman, so their racist tendencies probably would not manifest directly in front of your face. Just imagine Queen Sphene strolling back into Alexandria, though. Bunified. The bunny suit they didn't ask for. Is that the last person? Let's see. Just check. Yeah, that's where the music stops, so we're gonna say that there's nobody beyond there. We have player characters. Very well, I do believe that's everyone. Which means it's time to check the vendor. A fellow Femro wearing the striped stockings I mentioned before, which Jihli and Nonotta have previously rocked, but they're now advertising for the cash shop. So, Dreamer, what have we got? For 20 eggs apiece, there are 5 additional sets of glasses. For 20 eggs apiece, there are 5 additional pieces of Facewear. So let's get all 10 of those, since we did stock up on eggs in advance. And I will draw your attention, as always and forevermore, to the fact that in the tooltip, in the upper right corner of that lovely, lovely tooltip, the icon indicating Armoire Storage is lit up. These items can go in your armoire. Your armoire is free storage, free real estate. Please use it. Please use it. The armoire is your friend. You can access the armoire through the glamour dresser. It is a wonderful, delightful thing. We're getting more things that can be stored in the armoire in 7.5. I am so excited. Please use your armoire. Free storage is good. My mouse is having a time. Are you good? Are you good? What's in there? A cat hair has entered the mouse. There we go. And then we are spoiled for rewards, because in addition to all of those silly little thematic glasses, we also have housing items, more housing items, another housing item. You'll never believe it, but 2 more housing items. Just kidding, a 3rd other housing item for 6 total housing items. And then, of course, some confetti. So, let's, oh boy. I've got plenty of eggs, so let's grab one of each and see what we can do with these. First up, we redeem all of our glasses. Painted eggy eyeglasses. Slim frame eggy eyeglasses. Spriggan eyeglasses. Chicken eyeglasses. Blooming eyeglasses. Party eggy eyeglasses. Alright. All redeemed. Now we're gonna go put those in the armoire where they belong, which I actually would love to do right now. Right now. Gridania is convenient because the airship landing is 1 staircase away from the inn-room. Yahoo yippee. Up we go. Got our little buddy toddle along. Antoine, let me in, please. I have an armoire to visit. Hello, armoire. We're going to put things in the armoire. Check it out. We're storing items in the armoire. We love it. free. Real estate, free. Storage, it's great. And we'll go ahead and do a little preview here of these glasses. Check this open armoire button. I head over to seasonal 1, I believe. Yep, that's where our Hatchingtide stuff is. And let's take a gander at these glasses. So first up, painted eggy eyeglasses. These are the ones that our bard friends, our archer friends were wearing. They are by default white and green, but if we dye them, we can change them the green to one color and the white to another color. Let's see, what's another silly combo? Do some yellow, we'll do some blue. Oh, it's really nice, actually. So the primary color is the glasses themselves, the bulk of it, and then the secondary color is the stripe and patterning. Very cute. Hearty eggy eyeglasses. These are the ones that Jihli was wearing, and which Herberin eventually had as well. They are red, white, and blue, or pink, white, and blue, depending on how you'd like to interpret these. I would say pink, white, and blue, with some red accents. Let's see how those dye. Let's throw that yellow and blue on there again. Okay, so the primary dye, it replaces the pink/red areas, and the secondary dye replaces some of the detailing. So you get some flowers, some stripes. Pretty fun, pretty fun. Next up we have slim frame eggy eyeglasses. Oh, and the secondary one changed the lens shading. Hold on, did this one have lens shading change as well? Oh, it did! Okay, so the secondary color also affects the lenses themselves. Nice! Alright, slim frame. This is one of my favorites. I think that this is the most versatile of these, and I also really like that it combines a little like flower overlay and then this star detail. It's really cute. Once again, let's hit it with the yellow and blue. So yellow, the first dye channel, affects the metal, and the secondary one affects the lenses. Let's give that a swap and see it in action. Yep, blue metal that time and yellow lenses. Now, it looks like the brighter the color you dye the secondary channel, the more washed out the flowers get. So depending on if you want that or not, you can kind of wash out the flowers. Next up, Spriggan eyeglasses. These are the ones that Eutrope was wearing. So they are by default a black to purple fade. Let's give them the blue and yellow treatment. It looks like the Spriggans themselves don't change color. They stay primarily black. The frames, however, take on the first dye that you apply, and the lenses take on the second dye that you apply. Let's give that a flip. Indeed. Oh, the little hair ties on them change to match the second dye channel as well, don't they? Yes, they do. Okay, cute detail. Next up, chicken eyeglasses. These are the ones that Nonotta was wearing, and Godbert as well. So they are white, pink, and blue by default, with a big red heart, which is the frill of the chicken, of the hen. Let's give them the blue and yellow treatment. So first color is the bulk of the glasses, and the second dye applies to the details, including the little heart. And there's a gradient effect in the lenses, because by default they have a little bit of a gradient as well of the pink and blue colors. So if you want a two-tone lens, the chicken glasses have you covered. That's pretty funny. Alright, and lastly, we have the blooming eyeglasses. So these are the biggest ones, absolutely loaded with a ton of flowers. And if we dye them, they are mostly pink by default, with some blue and purple flowers. Let's slap it with the yellow and blue. So the primary dye channel will apply to the glasses themselves and some of the flowers. Looks like a lot of them stay red. The secondary one impacts part of the lenses and some of the flowers. And once again, we have a gradient in the lenses. Let's hit that with a flip. Aha. Okay. And all of these can, of course, have the visor effect to put them up on the forehead instead of on the face. Let's see, which one? I think we gotta do the chicken eyeglasses. We gotta. Right? Gotta wear the chicken eyeglasses. We are all chocoboed up. Let's give that a quick update. And there we are. Chicken glasses. Oh, they're not white. They are a very pale yellow by default. That's cute. Now, let's get Armoire out of Naya's chest. That is not where I wanted it. Let's give a quick preview to the Facewear. So we have 6 new ones here. They are all the same, and yes, you can wear Facewear with regular glasses. It will be funny. Now, the downside to these versus the actual headwear item is that they have preset colors, you can't customize with specific dyes, and you can't wear them on your forehead. But you can mix and match them with other headwear, much like the escort who was wearing flowers in her hair as well as glasses. So, use what suits your glam needs. Let's see what that one looks like. There's our white and green default. Then we have some supposedly silver. The in-room here is making it look fairly dark, fairly black, but it is supposedly silver. We have gold, which does indeed look gold. This might be what the archers were wearing. We've got black ones, which have swapped the dyes here. So instead of the patterning being colored, it is the base egg itself. Also, that's very dramatic. We've got white. Oh, which is very pastel with some unique colors that you can't get by dyeing the actual headgear. So that's a nice trade-off. What about gray? Alright, gray is more subdued. A little bit classy for the silly themed glasses. We've got red ones, which are very bright red. Blue ones, which are a nice, very bright blue. Green ones, which are distinct from the original ones. Slightly different greens. Very similar, but still a different green. We have brass, which looks very similar to gold in my opinion. We have purple, which is very bright purple. And we have brown, which looks more orange than brown to me. But that's fine. Next up, we have Party Eggy in default, which matches the normal item. Silver. Once again, looks close to black to me. Could just be the in-room lighting, but... Gold, which is nice gold, yellow, and blue. Fun color combination. Black, which is like... Is that black, gray, and red? Alright. White, does this do... Oh, alright. We got like bright light green, blue, and pink. Fun. I like that these white ones have very cool like pastel and neon pastel colors in them. What's this one? Gray. Oh, see, like this one. This one isn't all gray. It's got some like very pale orange to it. Very cute. We have red, which is primarily red. Blue, primarily blue. Still keeps a little pink on the top though, to this one as well. No, that one changed it to yellow. Green. That one's very citrus to me. Very lime. We have brass, which once again looks super similar to the gold. The gold has blue on it though. The brass is very monochromatic. Alright. Purple. All purple, baby. And brown. Oh, this one reminds me of like a 70s color swatch. That's like brown, pale aqua, and a nice rich orange. Oh, that's fun. Alright, next up. Slim frame eggy eyeglasses. So by default, we have the gold and dark lenses. Then we've got our silver. Is that the same lens color? No, it's more blue tinted. We've got gold. We've got black. We've got white. We've got gray. We've got red. We've got blue. We've got green. And brass. And purple. And the lighting has changed. And brown. The brown is once again pretty orange. So in terms of, yeah, being a versatile pair, this one has the least distinct features. But I still think it's the most generally useful outside of Hatchingtide. Spriggan is up next. So we have our default one, the purple and black, with little pink ties on the ears. This one is silver, with a black to silver gradient, and the lenses appear to be like a blue to purple. That's pretty. What did this one have? Oh, it's the same blue to purple. Interesting. I didn't clock that before. Gold. Gold just kind of looks brown. Black? Are you sure? Looks like a dark blue to me. That's alright. White. White has a very slight darker hue to the top, but it is otherwise just as stated, white. Oh, these ones are changing the bottom of the Spriggan. Oh, that's cute. So this one's got like a dusty gray bottom because it's fading into white. We've got gray. We've got red. And blue. And green. And brass. Purple. And brown. Alright. Next up, more chicken glasses. Chicken glasses with my chicken glasses. Oh my gosh, 2 of them. And in silver, and in gold, black, white. Ah, that really lets you see the difference of the default, like, pale yellow to the white. Gray, red, blue, green. Oh look, it's Enkidu. Enkidu glasses. Brass, purple, and brown. The brown one's kind of cute. It's like a little brown hen. And our last set of glasses. Blooming eyeglasses. So the default set, which matches... God, look at... They're so big, they're clipping into the the Facewear ones. Alright. Silver. Makes the glasses silver, and the flowers, aside from the 2 big red ones, all go pretty pastel yellow and blue. The gold ones. Gold frames. Some more yellow tone in the flowers. The blue ones are a little richer. The red ones seem to stay, which is a bummer. We got our black ones. Almost a red, white, and blue going on in the flowers of this one with the black frames. We have a white. Aha! The red flowers have changed. Well, one of them has changed. Bunch of pastel colors. White frames. Gray. Okay, we got a yellow big flower now. This one seems to always be red. So far. Got red. That makes sense for them to go back to red. I won't be mad about that. Changes some of the flowers to purple. Blue. Got a very complementary thing going on here. Lots of blues, a handful of like yellow and orange and purple. green. Once again, very citrus. We got greens, we got yellows, we got just a few little cool tone blue and purple. Our brass ones. Very warm. We got lots of yellow going on, some orange and red. Purple. It's very fuchsia. It's very pink in terms of its purple. And brown. That is a proper brown on the lenses. And then all the flowers are overwhelmingly orange, yellow, and red. So that is all of the glasses and facewear previewed. And now we get to go check the housing items. And here we have all of this year's housing events, as well as a little peekaboo at some past event items in the environment. So first up, we have our 2 posters that are available, our wall hangings here in the back, both from previous events. We have the lovely mint illustration of Jihli and Nonotta wearing their signature look with the striped stockings and the egg caps, and with our Spriggan, which is a nice little nod to the fact that if you didn't already have it, this year gave you access to Egg Hunter Riggy, the minigame available through the toy box. Then we also have last year's illustration artwork as a poster. That's where we got the gilded egg parasol. Once again, Jihli wearing her usual egg cap and ring, featured prominently in the artwork. That artwork is also available as a little tabletop poster, which we've recently been getting. Very cute and pretty. You don't have to use it as a poster. If you'd like for roleplay purposes, it could be a stand-in for some other type of photo. But it is there, nice little wooden frame, little kickstand style. And the other 3 items we have are this egg basket, which can be placed on tabletop surfaces. Comes preloaded with 3 eggs. The basket itself can be dyed, and it's got 3 little ribbons on it. And our other 2 items are scattered Archon eggs, which take up quite a bit of space, but it has a delightful variety of Archon eggs, and no 2 of them are exactly alike. They're all different colors or patterns of colors. And then our final item is an empty Archon egg basket, which you can pair with the eggs to make it seem that they've spilled, or you could use to stack with other items to make it look like something else is in the basket. Or if you'd like to set up a GPO studio, specifically for Lalafells, I would think, you could probably overlap some items to make it so that you can sit in the basket and get a rather cute Lalafell picture. You could try it with other races, I just don't know how well you'd fit. I don't think Naya would look so great in there. But that is it for the rewards for this year's event. Quite a lot to go for and collect. I mean, the ones that you can get that are glamour, all free storage. All go either in the armoire or you redeem as facewear. You don't have to worry about storing them, which is great. The housing items, you gotta worry about storing them, which do what your heart tells you. Store them, use them, or don't. They will be in the cash shop next year for like $5 a pop, I guess. But that'll do for this year's Hatchingtide event. Good evening, Cena streamers. Till next time.